Greetings and welcome. I'm Stephen Luzerne, and I've produced this video to help you to discover the meaning of the individual tarot cards and how to perform a tarot reading. And I'm going to show you how to learn all this in less than one day. Plus, as these videos evolve, I'll reveal to you some of the more powerful aspects of the tarot cards that most professional readers don't even know about. And those that do, keep the information as closely guarded secrets. Some of these powers have been written about in old manuscripts and books, but generally the information is passed down verbally from person to person. Nevertheless, I'm prepared to share these secrets with you, free of charge, because I believe that what can benefit one person can benefit everybody. So, to make sure you get these secrets, you need to join my mailing list. It's completely free and you can opt out anytime you want. So, click on the link under this video and it will take you to my website where you can leave your name and email address. But anyway, I've digressed, so let's get back onto topic. As learning the tarot is going to be easy for you, very easy, because you're going to discover the tarot cards and their meanings in a way that is in harmony with the way your mind operates naturally. Let me explain. When you were a child and first started to learn how to write, you never sat down at the age of 3 or 4 and attempted to produce a best-selling novel. Of course not, it just wasn't possible. Nevertheless, at some point, somebody sat down with you and helped you to shape your first few letters. And gradually, as you progressed, you learned to shape all the letters of the alphabet, and while doing so, you will simultaneously, although unknowingly, learning how to put words together. And somewhere along the line, you wrote your first story, and that was probably no more than 1 or 2 sentences long. As time went by, you learnt more words, you understood sentence and paragraph structure, your vocabulary kept increasing, and when you were at college, you were writing in-depth pieces of work on subjects that you had no comprehension of when you were a child. The one thing you never did as a child was to keep learning and learning all you could about words and writing, and then one day sit down in an attempt to write a masterpiece of prose as your first ever written piece of work. Yet most people, when trying to learn how to read tarot cards, start by attempting to understand the full and deep meanings of all the major and minor cards, both upright and reversed. Plus, they often attempt to learn a handful of reading spreads as well. And just to be safe, they might waste even more time trying to comprehend how the tarot ties in with astrology. And eventually they sit down and take a stab at their first attempt at performing a reading. And guess what? They fail miserably. Because they're trying to do everything at once. It's as though instead of learning to shape letter by letter, they've been studying and then sit down in an attempt to produce a masterpiece straight off. Now, if you're having difficulty trying to learn how to read the tarot cards, let me introduce you to an approach that will get you off the starting blocks faster than an Olympic sprint runner. But before we get to that point, let me explain an aspect about tarot card reading most people don't fully grasp. When you're performing a tarot reading, you're interpreting subtle energies from the ether, and you do this predominantly by relaxing your mind and focusing your thoughts on the cards in front of you. And from these cards, you draw a story of events from your imagination. Because it is at an unconscious level of your mind that you understand the meanings and implications of these subtle energies. And what comes through as imagination is unconscious material, unconscious awareness, gently surfacing through to conscious awareness. Tarot cards containing symbols make readings far easier, as your mind is directed unconsciously to the meanings you draw from each symbol. If you want to see how easy this process works, simply spread out a handful of tarot cards in front of a few children and ask them to make up a story from the pictures on the cards. You will notice instantly that the children will give you a description of the symbols on the cards and weave them into a storyline. Now, your job as a tarot reader is to do exactly the same, but with greater understanding of life, emotions, and the human condition. Now, this introduction has taken far longer than I anticipated, so I'm going to put the first instructional video for learning how to read the tarot cards in less than one day on a separate video. And if you like this video and find it informative, please give it a thumbs up, and comments are always greatly appreciated. So be sure to sign up to my email mailing list, and until you hear the sound of my voice next time, goodbye for now. Goodbye.